Hey, everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taking you the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Cohen on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well? Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. This one into the hands of Burton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To the air, Allen. He's got Watkins on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Allen's throw is complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 1st and 10, short. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working at it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
It's complete to Diggs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. This is Edwards. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On play action, Allen. He's got Burton here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Completes it to Aguilar. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun. Short, escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught by Cohen. So we have come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off the play fake. Short. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lopez. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and 1. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to throw. Short. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Darren Lee there to get him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack on first down, Allen, and he completes it to Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Here's Allen on first and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaughtons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, short. Over the middle, complete. It's Lopez. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to throw. Short. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Back to throw. Short. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third and long, it's Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Edwards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Burton. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and a yard, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Allen off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this. No, okay.
Round 80. 98 for Mike. Watch the slant.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things